Here's how I spent day one of my 4-day trip to Banff National Park in the Canadian Rockies. We visited Banff from June 19th to 22nd of last summer and landed late last night in the Calgary airport, rented a car, and drove about 2 hours to Lake Louise town. We're spending our first 2 days in Lake Louise because we wanted to get started on early morning hikes and don't want to deal with the 45-minute drive over from Banff town every day. The bus to the shores of Lake Louise picks up right outside and only costs about $2. So we picked up breakfast burritos from Trailhead Cafe and headed to the lakeshore. The most popular hike in Lake Louise is to the Lake Agnes Tea House, but that means this trail and the tea house itself are extremely crowded, especially in the morning. So tip that if you get there and there's a massive line, walk the short distance over to Little Beehive and enjoy the view for a bit. And when you get back, the line will probably have died down. And despite it being mid-June, there was a snowstorm the day before we arrived. So the path to Big Beehive and Devil's Thumb wasn't available. We called an audible and decided to continue onto our second hike of the day to the Plain of Six Glaciers Tea House. And the trail was completely empty. So much so that we started singing songs in order to make some noise and scare off any bears that might be nearby. From Lake Agnes to Plain of Six Glaciers Tea House is about 2.5 miles, and it's mostly flatter downhill. We arrived to the tea house, and thank God we decided to do this. This tea house is so much cuter and less crowded. And look how cute these mugs. I bought one to take home as a souvenir as well. And then it started snowing. And on the way back, I got stuck behind this guy who was slipping and sliding all over the snow in his sneakers. You definitely need hiking boots when visiting Banff, even if it hasn't snowed recently. When we finished our hike, we had already clocked in over 30,000 steps, so we grabbed dinner at Bill Pato's Cafe, which is inside our hotel. And honestly, we were asleep before 10 p.m. See you tomorrow.